Hello everybody, this is Sneak of Light. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Let's get into the snapshot. So, I'm actually a command wizard if y'all didn't know, and my favorite command is the execute command. So, if we just go back to the beginning over here, you'll notice that this is execute as, and then it's just saying you want to do this on an item, and then run on origin. Origin is the new option for this on function. Basically, it just lets an entity apply an effect to someone else. So if we pick up this lever and we turn this on and go into F5 mode as well, so you guys can see what this guy will do. When I press Q, this guy will actually apply glowing to me. So yeah, when you drop a lever, you get a little bit of a glowing. It lasts for about 1 second, so it is clear this applies a couple times. I don't know how long this lasts though, so maybe some further testing for another day or a live stream. I don't know. The next one is something actually I don't even get. It's this palette permutation, and from the explanations I've seen on Twitter, it looks like basically what's happening is they're letting you move around the colors within the game. If y'all didn't know, the game actually by default on the inventory and such, in text and so on, has only I think 16 colors technically that you can do. You can do more. I'm not 100% sure on this one, so maybe someone who's a little bit more experienced and has done resource packs can go ahead and share with me how that actually works. Now for the big one. This is the change I think a lot of y'all want to hear about today. I'm gonna go into a level of detail, though I probably won't get everything, and I'm not gonna show off all the permutations of these armor types, but I did want to show them off. So all these are netherite and gold, and we'll go through them. I'm gonna quickly go through all of these and just tell you guys where you guys are going to find each one of these. So for your sentry armor, you're going to find this typically in your pillager outposts. Pretty plain. I'm not a huge fan of this one, honestly. Maybe the boots, maybe, but most of the boots look kind of the same. Next right here is our dune armor. This you'll find in your desert temples. Pretty okay. I like the chest plate and maybe the legs. The rest I could go without. The third type of armor is your coast armor. This you're going to find most often in shipwrecks. Nah, I'm liking this middle bit a little bit, and the boots, out of all of them, this is probably one of the better ones, though I kind of like this one a little bit further down. Next, you have your wild armor. This is typically found in jungle temples, so pretty rare. Definitely not as cool as the rarity shows. Next, we have our ward armor. This is typically found in your ancient cities. So you can kind of see a little bit right here, maybe the arms if they're moved a little bit around, I think because of how the armor stand is. This kind of looks like the echoey beam thing that the warden sends out, so kind of cool. So the next type of armor you're going to find typically in the stronghold. I would have thought this would have been in the in cities, but this is called the eye armor. If you can't tell, that's definitely an attempt at drawing a Eye of Ender, so I think it's pretty cool. Maybe add some lore as well. I do love the boots. The boots are cool. And the chest piece is pretty cool as well. Our next armor type, this actually makes sense. It's the Vex armor, and if you know how the Vindicator looks, he looks kind of like this. Then you have your Tide armor. This Tide armor is found most commonly in the Ocean Monument. Maybe like an upside down trident there. That's kind of interesting. The helmet looks really cool. I do like that helmet. The next helmet's one I kind of prefer, but I could see myself wearing this. So the next type of armor is the snout armor. This is typically found in your bastion, as well as another template that we'll show a little bit later. And you can definitely see like the piglin face thing that you see in the chiseled nether brick, I believe now. Pretty interesting. The legs are kind of cool. The most interesting of these, I would say, is this ribbed armor. This is typically found in your nether fortresses. You can kind of tell with this one where it's from. Pretty interesting. This is actually gold. I did not use copper on this. Would like to, and maybe should explore how this is affecting all the other material types. And then your last one, this one is typically found in your in cities. This is the spire armor. It's interesting, like maybe the little shoulder bits and the boots. That's a cool like connecting pattern, but I definitely prefer like this chest plate and this chest plate, and maybe this helmet here and this helmet here. Those are really cool. The ribbed is interesting. I think it'll be more of a flex item. But of all of them, I think that the ward one will definitely be a popular one on servers. These don't come in just one color like the gold I had back there. These come in all sorts of varieties. Some of them show up well, some of them don't on others. I chose the chainmail because this allows me to show all of the colors at once. I will note that, for instance, if you're using netherite armor, you can't use the netherite material. Same for gold, iron, and diamond. They can't be on the same material as the base armor, and you can't use it on leather armor. So you get this quartz, kind of like a bony texture. Definitely doesn't show up well on the chainmail, but I think it's still pretty okay. I love the color of the amethyst. These nice deep purples are awesome. And of course this red, very cool deep color. I do think that if you add these onto chainmail, I definitely think that they add a teaming aspect that the game previously hasn't had, except for with leather armor, because this allows like a way to have unique skins and still have teaming. And maybe there's a way to like hide the base texture of the chainmail especially and just make it blank, void. Players can kind of see your skin, but you got this nice little like T, or maybe you're using the eye or something to show players skin, but also their team. Emerald's kind of okay. Of the blues out there, I definitely prefer the lapis over the diamond. I feel like the diamond's too bright compared to the lapis. It's also much more expensive. Again, getting back to that with the netherite. The netherite is, if you want to go black on like diamond or gold armor, I could definitely see this looking cool on like some gold armor in a creative world. Gold, of course, I showed that on all the netherite. This is definitely a well-designed mix, literally shown by King B Dogs himself on Twitter. And we've got our copper and our iron. Iron is not a good mix for the chainmail. I definitely think this would work well, maybe on the diamond, as well as possibly gold, because it does give you those nice white streaks. Copper, I don't see many uses for it, but I'm definitely going to be using some of that amethyst. If you can't tell, I do have a friend online, so you may see messages from him time to time on the chat. He's just goofing off. Our next thing that we want to talk about is the smithing table's new use, which is the new use for the smithing table is to use these various templates. So if we just grab the diamond armor here, and we put it, and we put a piece, let's put this netherite template in there, you'll see that this comes off. Now, I am going to grab a couple extra because I do have to show you, these templates do get consumed. So what you have to do is you have to craft these templates using a total of 7 diamonds and then a piece of netherrack, as well as the original template. These netherite templates you're going to find in bastions. They're going to be much more rare. I will be honest, I feel like 7 diamonds is a little steep. I think that they should maybe go for 2 diamonds here in the center here and then netherrack on the sides, because one matches the texture, and then 2, it does allow for fewer diamonds used. The purpose of this, of course, they did say was to extend the amount of time you're using your diamond gear. So maybe this is intentional to balance out the netherite armor. It has been kind of OP, and some people just choose to go straight for it or straight for diamond armor. Kind of sit on fewer diamonds is better. What are you guys' opinions? Tell me down in the comments. Of course, you can copy any of these templates using this same texture, so diamonds are going to be much more valuable, and I bet you that these templates will be a measure of value going forward, just because they're going to be very rare, but still duplicatable. Of course, you can apply templates using this smithing table as well on just your plain old diamond armor, which I will admit, the iron does look kind of cool on this. Definitely going to be worth playing with, and I can't wait to play 1.20 survivals very soon. It does seem like they're getting ready to go forward. Yeah, they don't have the sniffer quite out yet, so I'm really looking forward to seeing how that's going to go. And how they're going to balance these templates. I definitely think that the number of diamonds you're using to duplicate them is going to be ridiculous, but that also depends on how frequently you can find them. I would suggest to check out some of my friends as well. Hop down in the description or check out the iCards. But without further ado, this has been Negative Light signing out, and God bless y'all.